On most occasions, fitting blinds is a relatively straightforward affair, requiring an attention to detail, basic DIY skills, and a little patience. Now, there are a number of factors that you should always consider when it comes to the fitting location itself. For example, tilt and turn windows will restrict your choice of blinds enormously, as you simply can't fit a blind in front of them as it restricts the window function. There are trade brands called Into or Perfect Fit blinds, and these are designed to answer these problems as they come in a cartridge or a preformed frame containing the blind, and it can be installed directly onto the window itself and will stay in place even when the window is operated. Now, these cartridges or frames can be provided with roller, pleated or Venetian blinds, so you're still left with a good choice of styles. With these types of blinds, no drilling is required. Fitting is achieved by inserting securing brackets between the rubber seal and the glass, onto which the frame is then mounted. There are variations on this theme, and we will certainly advise you during any home visit. Similarly, loft conversion windows, popularly known as Velux, which are mounted on an angle, will require specialist fitting, usually where the blind runs along tension cords to keep them in place, whether open or closed. Now, during the home visit, we'll advise you on any fitting issues that we believe to be relevant to your choice of blinds. The most common issue that we face is fitting into plasterboard or cavity recesses, in which case the weight of your blind needs to be considered. We wouldn't recommend a heavy wood Venetian on these occasions, simply because the weight of the blind, coupled with the additional pressure applied to the fixings when you attempt to raise the blind, is well likely to pull the fixings out of the recess. Similarly, fixing blinds to UPVC frames must ensure that the sealed units themselves are not affected. Small self-tapping screws are used here, so again, heavy blinds really should be avoided, as they're unlikely to stay in place in the long term. And by the way, we always advise that you check your window or your conservatory guarantee to ensure they're not invalidated as a result of drilling into the frames. If drilling is out of the question, then the Into or Perfect Fit options may well be your preferred choice.